Gonna try and make some new garage speakers. I've got these ones currently up here, up in the rafters. Some old speakers that they came with a single driver. I had a second driver that I got out of a broken handheld radio. I'm gonna try something new. I've got these pieces of foam. I've seen a fellow on the YouTube that built himself some really nice speakers. He had this high density styrofoam and transducers, I think they're called. I'm going to use some old speakers out of my Ryobi radio to make some. I only got one piece of this foam, so I'm going to try and use this foam here. I got two pieces of it. They're about the same size. They're the same size, I think. I got these little tails on them I got to cut off, and a little bit of this material from where it was glued to a wall, I believe. Pull them off, and I'll glue these on. I believe when you glue them on, he said it was going to be a third of the distance across, down, and a third of the way across from one side when you mount it. And that's where you get your maximum sound out of it. Can't remember the fellow's name but it's on the YouTube, and he made a really nice set of speakers, so I'm hoping that works. Let's give these ones I've got here a try to see how they work. I've just closed my eyes again, climbed aboard the dream we've betrayed, trying to take away my worries of today and leave. Okay, I guess that gives us a little bit of an idea of what those sound like. They sound pretty good, actually. Little $30 stereo from Amazon, and I guess I should go closer to it. That's this guy here, and we'll try and make some of these speakers, I guess. I guess we'll start by cutting them tails off these pieces of foam. Okay, I cut one. I didn't have the camera on for that. So I'll put that in here. We'll line it up. Chop saw. Cut the tail off. Well, we got ourselves two very similar sized pieces. There's a corner missing here. I'm pretty sure that's not good for sound, but this is just an experiment, I think, hopefully. And we'll see how good it sounds. And you just gotta clean off this junk, off these pieces of foam. Whatever ones will come loose anyway. Alright, so we got that pretty good there. We'll call that the top, and we'll call that the top. Yeah, let's see about putting these speakers on about thirds, I guess. We'll lay these down. Oh, handles in the way. I'll lay these down over here on some fence boards I'm painting. And the rule was about a third. So I figured about a third, and then about a third this way. So I'll put them about there and there. I think maybe just a hair more this way. And I've got the other speaker over here on my junk pile, which is pretty much everything in this little shop is the junk pile. And that's about one and a bit over, and pretty much in line. That's pretty close. I think I'll orientate these so that the wires go towards the top. I'm gonna hang them so the drivers are near the top. I think that's how he had his, the fellow that made them speakers on YouTube had his. I've got some flooring seam sealer here. I'm going to use as my glue. Move this over here. I'm going to put some beads of this around there here. Oh, that's not good. It's got some goop coming out of it. Let's try if we can get this to go somewhere drier. We're gonna try and do this with just a few spots here to glue it down. Hopefully this works. I don't have any other glues around here right now that I think will work, so I'll try this one. It's I think this one's a seam sealer for flooring. There we go. Got some good sized blobs of glue out here. So we'll let that dry. And I'll glue the other one a bit. And I think I'll put this over here. Yeah, this is definitely a hack job. But we're going to see if it makes sound. Right, let's leave those there, and we'll see how that works out, I guess. We just need to do some solder connections, I think, here. I guess we could do it while we're waiting for this stuff to dry. We could probably work on it a bit. Got ourselves some solder here, some little small piece of this silver solder. I guess it's good for electronic connections, so we'll use that. Just gotta let this soldering iron heat up a little bit, and we're just gonna use some of this 18 gauge low voltage wire for these speakers. We're not going fancy, we're just doing for a test. And I don't have any speaker wire. Put a little bit of tuck tape here, temporary, to hold this wire while I'm soldering, and until the glue dries. Keep this one. So that'll give me a temporary way to stabilize the wire, or the speaker, I guess, speaker wire, until I get soldered. So hopefully this goes good. This up here, it's sitting on top of something. It's supposed to be hanging from some piece of wire or some strings or something like that, I think. Let's try this out. Well, their speakers look like they're doing pretty good. Well, one of them is anyways. It's only one, and I'm not hanging it from threads or anything from the ceiling yet. So maybe it'll produce more sound. I had to turn the volume up a bit, but maybe it'll produce more sound when I've got it hanging. But the sound quality is very good. And those were just the little speakers that came out of Ryobi radio that crapped out. And scrap pieces of foam, really good, and I'm just I guess that's not the proper use of a little speaker, but they're garbage anyway, so I thought I'd experiment. Seems to be working, so I'm gonna wait till these dry, and I'll probably put a little bead of silicone around after this glue dries. I don't even know if this glue is gonna hold. But that's my experiment, and maybe I'll make another short video once they're dry and I've got them hanging from the rafters.